Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today on this Friday. Kind of miserable here in Toronto. Snowing, foggy, snowing. Visibility is horrendous. But we're not in Toronto, we're out on the west coast. We're in Portland, Oregon. A bit cloudy down here as well. Same as up in Vancouver, which is our destination. Short flight today, about an hour or so airtime, hour and a half gate to gate. And we're flying back up to our home base in Vancouver. Hello, Dark and Talia in the chat. Hello, Kevin. And Kevin's flying along, and we should be able to see him from the cockpit. Oop, let me just pop in. There he is over there, actually. He's flying the CYVR 737. An old Canadian airline based out on the west coast. Never actually flew them. But they were pretty big. They got wrapped up into Air Canada, and that actually they might have gone into Canadian, and then Canadian went into Air Canada. All that fun stuff. And for some reason, half of my panels are out here. What's going on with that? I don't know. Huh. Oh, probably because I don't have anything switched on. We'll see how that should correct itself. Anyway, we'll start getting set up. We do have a little bit of ATC. Looks like Tower is up here in Portland, so we'll be contacting them shortly. So let's get the aircraft up and going. Parking brake is on. We'll pop up to the overhead. And battery power is coming on. Standby power to auto, and emergency lights are now on. Ground power is connected. Let's switch our self over to ground power. There we go. They're showing proper lights. We've got the position lights on steady. I'm going to crank up the panel lights here. Towers in training. Oh, there's everything on. That will kill that caution. Towers in training. Well, that's cool. I'll give him a little bit of practice then. Alright, so let's get everything here up and going. Let's give myself a little bit of light up there. So pop up one more click. IRSs will go to nav, left and right. And we can tell them to start loading the passengers and getting everything done. So we're going to request our boarding.
Boarding requested.
CP awarded merged into Canadian, and then Canadian went under, and they were kind of absorbed. A lot of their crew and equipment were absorbed by Canadian or Air Canada. Yeah, it was when we lost a lot of the independent airlines. Alright, so passenger signs are on. Electric hydraulic pumps are on. Yaw damper is on. Window heat's coming on. It is kind of cold and there is precipitation out here. No, just passengers.
Passengers boarding starting.
Where was I? We'll get the APU up and going. So left side pressure fuel pump coming on, and that's out. APU coming on. We'll wait for the low pressure light, and then we'll hit start. There we go, hit start. And while we're waiting for that to come up, we can pop down here, and we're going to put in our fuel and payload. Fuel and payload for today's flight is, that's the weather, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Fuel for today's flight is 4,680 kilograms of fuel. And there we go, that is now set. We'll come over to our payload, and we want a gross takeoff weight of 57.3. We're at 59.9, so we got to lose a bit of weight here. I'm going to go 900 aft, 900 forward. That gives us 57.7. We're still a little bit heavy. So 700 forward, 600 aft. So we go 700 aft, and that will give us the weight that we're looking for, 57.3.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
So that is all now set on our weights. That ready to go. We can come up and take a look, see how we're doing on our APU. Looks like we're ready. So APU generators are going on, and APU bleed is now on. Packs are both set to auto. We'll get some heat moving in the back, and our isolation valve is open. Alright, back down we go. Initialization model 737-700 is correct. Correct engine ratings. Databases are current till the 23rd of March. That's another 13 days to do our position initialization. It is the 10th, so we're going to use the captain's side, the left side. So we'll go back, plug that in. That is all now set, and everything is looking good. We'll come over to our route, and it's a pretty simple route today. I'm just going to go set us up for the downloaded route. And we are flying again from Portland up to Vancouver. So we're going to request our flight plan. There it is, KPDX to CYVR, 225 miles. That's the one we want. Sounds like everything is coming in now. There's the baggage going on board. Passengers are boarding. All right.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
We've got the route.
I'm doing good.
We're loading it in. And we should get an activate and execute. There we go. Activate, execute. The route is in. We are Skyways 3099. Set, and there is our route there. Basically, leaving the airport, we fly out to the VOR, the VOR, the VOR, and then we're into Vancouver. So ATIS is up and running. We do have tower on board, so if we check the current ATIS, information Yankee at 1853, winds are 260 at 610 miles visibility, broken at 1700, broken at 2300, overcast 5500. Temperature is 06 degrees and 2956. Simultaneous ILS approaches in use, 28 left, 28 right. Departing runways 28 left, 28 right. Alright, so could get either, but it's the 28s that we're using. So I have planned in for 28 left on the Portland 2 departure. And the Portland 2 departure is pretty much a couple miles straight out, and then it's turn on course. There are no SIDs leaving to the north, they're mostly south and southeast. So I'll set up the Portland 2 departure, and we'll execute that. He give you 28 right, okay. I'll change that then and expect 28 right. Probably because we're on the north side. Okay. So we're going to go back to our index departure. It'll be 28 right, and again on the Portland too. And we'll input that. For Vancouver, the current winds in Vancouver are 250 at 7. So we're going to be looking for runway 26 left. And probably the ILS for 26 left. So that's what we'll set up. Index, just looking, changing things over. ILS 26 left, and we're going in on the Grizz 7 arrival from PAE, and we will execute that. So there's our legs. We head straight out, and then we're vectored to VTG, and then we carry en route. There's our descent, and then we'll be coming in from there. All right. So let's call him up and see what he says. So we want 128 or 123775. Okay, 775. Get a little bit of illumination going here. Go. Let me just check that. Portland Tower, good afternoon. Skyways 3099, gate B3. Looking for clearance up to Vancouver. We have information, Yankee.
Morning.
Skyways 3099, Portland Tower, good morning. Clear to Vancouver International Airport via Portland 2 departure. Radar vectors battleground. Then is filed. Maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 360. 10 minutes after departure. Departures offline. Monitor 122.8, squawk 1550.
Roger, cleared runway 28 via the Portland 2 departure vectors to battleground, altitude 6,000, squawk 1550, and got departure offline. Expect flight level 360 10 minutes after for Skyways 3099.
Skyways 3099. Read back correct. Call for push on to Kilo. Expect 28 right for departure.
Roger, call for push to Kilo. Expecting 28 right. Skyways 3099. All right, so we got our information. That's fine. 28 right. That's what we got programmed in. Portland 2. That's what we got programmed in. We're going to be going up to an initial of 6,000 feet. Departure's offline, so it's kind of like free form for us after that. We are going to squawk 1550, so we'll come down here. Okay, Kevin heard me on the Unicoms, so that is great. I reverted back to my audio setup because I wasn't getting anything. What do you mean you push it back without clearance? You gotta have clearance. Clearance. So that's all set. There he is over there. Just waiting for the passengers to board. So, pretty well set. Baggage is on, fuel's on. waiting on our passengers now. Fuel is correct. So the initial heading on takeoff is going to be, what's the vector, Richter? Oh, Clipper. Oh, sorry. What's the CPR call sign anyway? Let's see. Pull up my charts. Runway heading off 28 right is 283. So we're going to turn that heading in, 283. That's our initial heading. Should be good. Empress. Cool. So irises are aligned. So first streams, there's no stream tomorrow. I got something I got to do right in the middle of it, so I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. We are back on Sunday. We're doing the cargo runs on multiplayer. We're flying from New Delhi down to Jakarta. India, India, India. Everyone's on board. And we will be doing that starting at 1400 Zulu. That will be a split stream. It'll be the departure, then I'll take the stream offline, and then I'll be back on for the arrival and landing. All right, so it sounds like everybody is now on board. Now that I've got all that done, we can head into our performance calculator, and we'll do a... Let me just grab the weight there. I'm going to need that. We can do our takeoff calculations. So we are at KPDX, runway 28 right, not contaminated. We'll get our weather. Is good, and our planned takeoff weight of 57,319. And I'm getting server errors. Excellent. So we'll just fake it. Let's head down to the thing here. So our gross weight is 57.3. Our planned fuel is 4.6. Our reserve is 0.9. Cost index of 25. Cruising today at 360. Cruise winds are 268 at 20. And 18,000 as our transition. We'll execute that.
Radio check for Clipper 279.
Heading over here, we'll do a full power takeoff. That's all fine.
Cleopatra 279, Portland Tower.
It's going to be a flaps 5. There's our V speeds, and our center of gravity is set.
Cleopatra 279, Portland Tower.
We'll call it 1100
Yeah, Roger.
feet.
Sorry, you already pushed back. I didn't saw that you're online. So, Clipper 279, we push back and request taxi, please.
There we go. There's your Clipper, Kevin.
Clipper 279, clear to San Francisco International Airport via Mini 5 departure Eastern transition, then is filed. Maintain 7,000, expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequencies offline, monitor 122.8, squawk 7413.
All right, so we are going to pull the jetway.
Roger, clear to San Francisco via the Mini 5 departure, climb 7,000 feet 10 minutes after departure, squawk 7143.
We come up top,
Clipper 279.
we can see that we are on the
Clipper
APU for power, so we're going to disconnect our external power.
If you'll push your mode Charlie and squawk 7413, I can taxi you.
And we will pull, our jetway is pulled, we will
What is that?
get rid of the
Squawk
chocks.
7143 for Clipper 279.
Set you
And
around to the
273,
legs
you can
page.
expect 28 left for departure.
Roger, expect to 8 left for departure.
And that's still there. Not sure why that's still there. Let's go back in here.
And the port and tower, Empress 1 Tango is ready.
Maybe we're waiting on the other thing. But everything else is disconnected.
Give it 19 Tango. Push on to Kilo approved, nose to the east. Call
So
for
9056 is our
That's
altimeter.
Kilo approved, nose to the east, and call for taxi, Empress 1 Tango.
It's 92956 is set. Transponder 1550 is set. While Kevin's getting ready to do his push, we'll do our final tests here. There's Mach speed warning, stall warning, the stick shakers. We'll do our in-op test. Caution light and warning is up. We'll do our fire test. Bells, caution, fire.
279, now on squawk
are all
7143, ready for taxi.
And there's our system test.
Glide slow.
And 279 are 741 tree. You have the one in the 4 reverse.
Sorry, give me a second.
Alright, so that is done. We can now carry on. System check is complete. Fueling, loading, and boarding is complete. Takeoff data is set. 121, 123 with a 132 V2. Cruise.
And 279 heavy, runway 28 left, taxi via Tango Bravo.
There you go, 360.
Roger,
And our
taxi
airport
via Tango
elevation
Bravo
is
to
about
8
35
left,
feet, so we'll set that to 50.
279.
Oh, I've never gotten that message, Talia. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so down here, we're all set there. All our checks are done. MCP is set up. We have, we'll be on auto throttles for the takeoff. That's fine. And 283 for our heading, 6,000 feet for our initial climb altitude. Flight directors are coming online. Is Kevin pushed? Kevin has pushed. Radios are set. We'll go 122.8 for the standby. That is set. So doors are closed. Ground equipment is clear. Chocks are removed. We can request our push and start. Prepare for pushback. There's Hank.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
So we're going to be going tail right, nose left on this push. And we should end up back here on the line there. There's Kevin over there. Ah, my door's open. Let's
Departure check completed.
take care of that.
Bypass pin inserted.
Probably why it wouldn't pull the thing away on us, for us. Much better. No, I'll call him.
Locking gear.
Portland Tower, Skyways 3099, ready for push and start.
Skyways 3099. Push on to Kilo approved, nose to the west. Call for taxi.
Nose west? Oh. Roger, push on to Kilo, nose facing west, call for taxi, Skyways 3099. So that means tail left, or nose
ready for departure.
right, tail left. He wants us going the other way. I can see why.
Clipper 279.
Release parking brakes.
Wind 260
There's the
at
taxiway there.
runway 28 left cleared for takeoff.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Roger, copy green, clear for takeoff runway 28 left.
Anti-collision light is on. And we can begin our engine start. start the right engine first. So ground start on, start valve open. Why am I getting no? Oh. I remember now. It's a Boeing. Packs off. The fuel pumps are on. There we go. N1 rotation. Fuel on. Yeah.
We're ready for taxi.
We got a taxiway between us, so he's going to send us out onto the taxiway.
Empress 19 Tango, runway 28 right, taxi via Kilo, Alpha 6, Alpha.
Kilo, Alpha 6, Alpha 28 right, for Empress 19 Tango.
And we should get ground cutoff.
Set parking brakes.
There's the ground cutoff.
And Empress 19 Tango is the 737 at your nose going to let you get to Alpha 6.
Ground start.
Plenty clearance there for Empress 19 Tango.
Yeah, you got plenty of room. Your taxi line's out there, so you'll get by, no worries. Fuel on. N1 rotation. Exhaust temperature's up. We have fuel flow. Got to remember to stop starting to do things without the checklist. I don't know the aircraft that well. There goes Kevin. That's a beautiful looking airplane.
Clipper 279. No further radar services available. Monitor advisory 122.8.
Start valve closed.
Have a good flight.
Roger, Honeycomb for Clipper 279. Thank you. Bye.
And the igniter is off. So up top we go. Generators 1 and 2 are now online. Probe heat is on. Engine anti-ice not required. Engine bleeds 1 and 2 are now on. Packs are back on to auto. Restrict fan set to auto. Isolation valve set to auto. APU bleed off. APU off. There goes Kevin. Let's tell this guy we're good on the engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
I think I saw him there. Else I would have forgotten about him again. We're gonna go flaps to 5. For takeoff, elevator trim, we want 6.2. 4. There's 5. There's 6 and a bit. Flight controls over the system. Full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back.
Unlocking gear.
Neutral, left rudder, right rudder, neutral. Engine instruments are checked, and we'll get the information up here on the bottom. Don't shake the airplane like that. We're gonna go level change and heading select on our initial modes. Auto throttle is
Bypass pin
on.
removed.
Warning recall is clear.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, so they're disconnected. There he's walking out with the pin. Yeah, it got me for a moment. I had to go back and look at the chart, and then I saw that there was a taxiway that it would put us between, so it's good. There he is. Show me the pin. Alright, give him the thumbs up. He's gone. So taxi light can come on. Auto brakes to RTO. And we're good to taxi. Portland Tower, Skyways 3099, ready for taxi.
Skyways 3099, runway 28 right, taxi via Alpha 6 Alpha.
Roger, 28 right via Alpha 6 Alpha for Skyways 3099. Let's release the brakes, power up. I was pretty much on the line. I was slightly forward of the turn point, but it wasn't too bad, at least from my point of view.
Empress 19 Tango, you ready to go?
Empress 19 Tango.
Empress 19 Tango, wind 260 at 6, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff. After departure, fly heading 300.
Roger, clear for takeoff from 28 right, after departure, fly heading 300 for Empress 19 Tango.
Alright, heading 280. Make sure that's in there. So I'm going to set myself up here. I go traffic, data, and terrain. And over on Roger's side, he goes to the rows, traffic, and I give him a 40-mile bubble around us for the TCAS. Alright, Kevin's looking good. See his lights today. Usually I don't, which is odd, but it's looking good. Should turn the transponder on. There we go. And off he goes. Lovely. This will give us some good spacing as we head out. A few airplanes going in and out of Vancouver, but no ATC up there as of yet. See what happens, obviously.
Portland Tower, Empress 19 Tango, S31 800.
Empress 19 Tango, no further radar services available. Monitor advisory 122.8, frequency change approved. Have a good flight. Toodle.
Roger, over to you next 122, decimal thanks a minute for the HC, and have a good one, Empress 19 Tango.
Alright, looking good. That's a nice drop into Portland, not too far down from Vancouver. We're going down to Alpha 1 at the end. Kevin, when you were doing the calculations in the calculator, did you get a server error? Alpha 2 and Alpha 1 coming up. Alpha 1.
You ready to go?
Roger, ready to go. Skyways 3099.
Skyways 3099. Runway 28 right, wind 190 at 9. Fly heading 300. Cleared for takeoff.
Roger, 28 right, fly heading 280, clear for takeoff. Skyways 3099. Alright, so position lights are on, taxi lights are on, runway turnoff lights are on. Oh, sorry, taxi lights should be off. There we go. Transponder is on, traffic is on, runway is identified 28 right. Once we get it line up, we'll start the clock. Never been up to the northwest in the U.S. And the only western part of the U.S. I've been to is I flew to Los Angeles for a bit. Oh, 300? Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. He's gonna hand me off anyway. Alright, so here we are. Clock is running, engines to 40%. Brakes released. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive reincline.
Gear up. Speed brakes disarmed. Command A.
Skyways 3099. No further radar services available. Monitor advisory 122.8. Have a pleasant flight. Toodaloo.
Over to 122.8. Thanks for the ATC. Good day. Alright, so we're on one heading select MCP. We are good to go on our own. We're past 4,000 feet. Doing our rocket imitation. Speed slowly coming up. Flaps 2. And we'll drop down here. We're going to head to the VOR. LNAV, VNAV. And we're climbing up to our cruise altitude of 360. And flaps fully retracted. You can see our top of climb and top of descent is extremely short. And flaps are up. Continuing our climb. We're heading up to DTG. head up on course. So everything is looking good. Alright, so positive rate gear is up, autopilot engaged, auto brakes are off, gear lever is set to neutral, engine start switches are off, runway turn off lights are off, flaps are fully retracted and up, cabin is pressurizing fine, we're going through 10,000 feet, so lights are off and seatbelt signs are off. And we are climbing up very well. Forgot to start packs, so we're not going to have packs for the flight, but at least I know the sounds are all working, and that all seemed to be coming through fine. Alright, so I'm going to return a call I just got, so I'm going to throw up the in-flight entertainment very quickly, and we'll let you watch a little something while I do take care of that business. Just get our flight in here. Hide that, close that. And you can see where we are. And I will be back shortly for our descent briefing.
From you before I'm through. I'm out gunning, so start in running from me and my 40 Abu Hassan. My gang's the roughest, but I'm the toughest, and that's no lie. Abu Hassan. Abu Hassan. You've got to hand it to this, that band, 'cause I'm a terrible guy. Abu Hassan! Abu Hassan!
Oh, you have, huh? Left guard, right tackle, percent, arm set. As you were, attention, right up.
Oh, if you aren't up too.
Attention, everybody! Alarm! Abu Hassan, the bandit, loots car and escapes. Last seen headed that away.
Oh, which away?
That away.
Oh. All arms. All hands on deck. Clear the deck. Hey, this ain't nothing for women. We're out hunting bandits. Sealant 0, visibility 0. Maybe we better try it across the street, huh? Skip the gutter. Maybe I should trade this in. Something is definitely wrong. I'm right, it's wrong. There was a boardwalk on this beach, huh? If I had some bread, I'd make a sandwich if I had a witch.
Food! Oh. A bitter disappointment.
Oh, Wimpy. Would you care to join us, young fellow, huh? You know, that's just one of those invisible garages that you can't see on the desert. That's all it is. Rest. Come on, we got the green light with us now. You know, I could go for a nice cold chocolate soda right now.
Popeye, Olive Oil has collapsed completely.
Whoa. Keep your vitality up, Olive. Huh? That's it. Oh. Come on, Olive. We gotta save little women and children from bandits. I'll get you out of this desert some way. I tank, we go now. Whoa. Water. Oh, boy. Come on, I'll revise you. Here we are. Here, I'll squelch your thirst for you. This is on the house.
Is that good? Oh.
I'll ask in here for bandits. But first, we'll go get a cup of coffee over here.
Oh,
Come on in.
goody, my car.
I'd be off. Boy, this place is wide open. Well, I wonder where everybody is around here. Maybe it's closed for the winter. Service.
Yeah, that's what we want. Service.
Service. Oh, there you are, huh? Hey, what is this? Double talk or something? I didn't send out any laundry. I can read reading, but I can't read write. This writing's rotten rotten if you happen to ask me, huh? Hey, this Chinese is Greek to me. Haven't you got something to eat? Oh, that's better, huh? Bring me some desert without any sand this time, will you please? Oh, boy, am I hungry. Let's go into this thing.
Attention, everybody! Flash! Attention, everybody! Calling all towns and villages. Beware! You better lock up your doors today, because Abu Hassan is on his way. Go in hiding when he comes riding. There's him and his 40 thieves. Your wives and children and money, too. He'll steal them from you before he's through. He's out gunning, so start in running from him and his 40 thieves. Abu Hassan! Abu Hassan! In every village he'll steal and pillage, there's none he'll spare. Abu Hassan! Abu Hassan! If he should file, then we defy you to cross his passage you'll bear.
Abu Hassan!
Abu
Hassan! When things get quiet, I start a riot as I go by. Abu Hassan. And you'll discover they run to cover, but I'm a terrible guy.
Hey, buddy. Oh, hey, oh,
Another illusion? I can't understand it.
Come on, come on, up. Oh, there's a big bag of wind blowing through here someplace.
Hey, Shirt.
Shirt. Shirt. Hey, give me back me, Shirt. What's the big idea? Stop in the name of the Coast Guard. Come on, give me clothes, huh? Who are you, Al?
Oh, you little tough guy.
Make a good model, huh? Take me home for $1.98, but half the price, I'll tell you that.
2 cents.
Whoa. Hey, your penknife's then. I'll straighten it out for you. How's that?
Oh, I saw you.
Hey, I hurt somebody with that thing, huh?
Oh.
You got rheumatism. Well, fix it for me.
No?
Wow.
Why, you look, see.
Yeah, I'm looking up. Oh, hey, give me back this. Oh, pretty good for a faker, huh? Watch this one. Apple hasn't got him anymore.
Oh, you want to make fool from me, huh?
Nature beat me to it.
I show you.
Whoa.
I hang him up strip. You make fool from me,
Oh, hey, I'm pointing the candles at both ends. Hey, let me out of this thing.
Hey, what? Now make no error, I'm called the terror of every village town.
Hey, what am I hanging around here for? Come on, let's go. Oh. That's using your head. Where did those guys go to? Wait till I get a hold of that fella. I'll show him a thing or two. He can't get away with it. Oh, taxi. Follow that abacadabra Hassan guy, will you? Come on, get going. They're way ahead of us. Atta boy, show 'em your heels. Wake up there. What's the matter? You asleep or something? Oh. Hey, you got 4 flats. No wonder you can't run. Come on there, Camel Cage. Step on it. Let's get going there. What's the matter? Whoop. Whoa. Whoop. I think you're running dry. That's what's the matter with you, huh? Boy, you eat up an awful lot of gas for only a 2-cylinder. That's enough for you, young fella. Here we go. Up. Hey. Whoa. Boss, keep it together. Come on. Hey, what did it go? Boy, we beat him to the punch that time. Come on, the whole 40 of you. I'll take you on one at a time. Come on.
Open sesame.
Open what? Wait for me. Oh. I wonder what that word was he used when he opened this door. Open, sissy. Open, say so. Oh, that can't be it, huh? Oh, it's giving way. Oh, that was me that was giving way, huh? Whoa. Well. It's a violation for not having no exit that you can go into, huh? It's quite modernist chick, I'll tell you that right now, huh? I hope this isn't a one-way street. Tippy-do. I gotta give all these jewels back to the people. Tippy-do. I hope I see them before they see me. Tippy-do. Ooh, what's that noise, huh? Whoa. Olive.
Yashi.
Delta class 61, lining up takeoff 16, right.
Shashi.
RNF to cab up Banger 950 with the area transition south. Correction B16 last
Hey! Must be thieves around here.
Oh boy, now it makes sense. Hey, you gotta give back all them jewels to the people you took.
Oh, hello, Wimpy. How did you get in here, you fella?
Hey, outside you!
Oh, this watch is getting heavier and heavier, and I just... Oh, Popeye! My darling, my sweetheart!
So we're beginning our descent. We're heading down to an additional 10,000 feet.
Right.
Although we are getting down to 3,000.
Hey, what is this, a wishing well or something?
Wish I was out of this place, that's what I wish, huh? Oh, just a little flounder that's...
Start programming in now.
You're liable to bite your teeth out. Whoa.
ILS, it's a
Yeah.
1-1.
Boy, somebody's gonna be sorry for this.
So,
Hello, you.
ILS. Also going to throw in the Vancouver VOR. Miles away from Vancouver at this point.
One time, fire!
So the frequency is set. The weather is showing winds 240 knots.
One at a time, yeah. Line up, get right in line. Hey, how'd you like to go for a little ride, huh? Here we go.
Two times, fire!
Here I am. Over here. Make a move.
Come out here. There you be.
Here I am. Over here. I feel.
Come out here.
Oh, yeah?
Kevin's ahead of us. Not far.
Hi, Ben. 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, yeah? How does that strike you?
Catch that Kevin. White little saying
Taco.
No, 270. There you are back there. Wow. I thought I was still behind you. So we'll hold 280 for our descent in. And we are set. That close. Sorry, I had a phone call I had to take. So I wasn't really paying attention. Alright, so destination weather, we've received arrival data. We had landing elevation, we set will set to 0 feet since we're basically sea level. Radios are good. We're on 122.8, and there is no ATC up at Vancouver. Currently 4 aircraft inbound, 4 aircraft on the outbound. We're not looking too bad. ILS localizer and frequencies. Course for the runway is well, it's 263 here as well. So we'll set our course to 263. There we go. 263 is set. Frequency and localizer are inputted. Anti-ice, yeah. We'll turn it down when we get down a little bit closer. Warning recall, everything is good. MCP altitude 3,000 feet, heading and speed are set. Altimeters will switch over when we get down to 18,000 feet. Minimum set 207. And missed approach, we're going to climb straight ahead. We'll make a left turn to 2,000 feet. And then there's a bunch of intercepts on different VORs. Intercept the 283 radial, so we'll dial that in here, and that will give us the intercept for the missed approach. It's 283 radial off of the YVR VOR. We're basically heading up to 3,000 feet out to Georgia, which is a waypoint. And then we hold our ATC instructions or whatever we want to do for the come around on that. Alright, so we're descending, we're keeping that speed up, everything is looking good. Kevin's actually behind us there, so he's not that far back, we can see him back there. So we'll keep that speed going down a little bit further. But we're on profile. Everything's good. Clouds are coming up, so we'll anti-ice when we enter into the clouds. Do we have a restriction? We have a 10,000 foot restriction, or 10 to 12,000 foot restriction at Egret, which is coming up. So basically, we're gonna come in, we'll turn left, head up towards the airport. We're gonna make a series of right turns. Once we cross the border into the flats around Vancouver, we'll head east for a little bit, and then we're going to make a left turn around to intercept the ILS. It's currently all programmed in. So there's our between 10 and 12,000 here. Alright. So there's 20,000 feet, so we're going to come to the back. We'll throw on the seatbelt signs. Three tons of fuel. We'll be down to about 2.2, 2.3 once we're on the ground. That's why we took off like a rocket ship on our initial departure. We were fairly light, all things considered. So we're descending through transition altitude. We'll switch over now. So that's the airplane stabilize under the new pressure. Get back on our path. How are we doing for spacing, Kevin? You comfortable with that? As mentioned, it's only about a 1 hour flight from Portland up to Vancouver. I think we were in cruise for about 5 minutes, maybe even less than that. So between 12 and 10 at Egret. I should be able to get off pretty quickly. I don't see why not. We've got a couple high speeds there, so it shouldn't be an issue. So we're nicely on path for our restrictions. Yeah, definitely opened up some room from when I last saw you there. There you can see the mountains here, part of the western edge of the Rockies. We're coming into the clouds here. Looks like we got some moisture. The forecast is saying that they're due for rain and stuff here in Vancouver over the next few hours, so definitely going to have moisture coming in. So we're going to come up, kick on the anti-ice. Let's get a better view of this. We'll get them on now as we come into the ice. Everything else is set good. We're all set, and everything is looking fine. I'll throw the logo lights on. So when we break through the clouds, everyone knows who we are. Yeah, there is a 220 restrictions. Give me a call as you pass out. Yeah, I'll call out my speed changes. I'm gonna go 250 at 10. And then I'll go 220 at off bin. Alright, so there's our turn over Egret. Pass through 12,000 feet. We're now heading towards Gavan. We have to be above 8,000 there. And after that, we're on our way down to 3. Then we have to be below 10, so I think it's shooting for 8,000 now here. Starting to come up to the clouds. Alright. So 10,500, we're going to decelerate to 250. That's why we keep our separation as great as possible. I'm not seeing any traffic at Vancouver at the minute. Make a call at Ogden. There's 2,500, so we're going to come back to 250. And lights on, turn off lights on. Clean the cabin. Ignition to continuous. Auto brakes set to 2. Speed brake is armed. Set a heading of 263. That's runway heading. We'll need that for the initial missed approach. 10,000 feet, and we're almost down to 250, so that's good. Yeah, we have to be 8,000 feet at Govan. Hence the slow rate of descent. Some of this is for layering of aircraft, arrival and departure. Some of it is for noise abatement. Kevin, are you turning off the stream for your FPS? And at PEMSU we have to be at 210, so it's not going to be too bad in the way of decreasing everything. Coming up for Govan, here come the clouds. Okay, I'll make that call at Osmond for you. We've got 4 miles to go. Speed coming down to 220. We can go all the way to flaps 5. So we're below 250 knots. We're flaps 1. It'll help with the deceleration. It's flaps 2. Flaps 5. Speed coming back nicely. Making the turn. Vancouver area traffic, Skyways 3099 overhead, Bin 220 knots. Inbound on the Grid 7 arrival for runway 26 left, Vancouver.
And the Vancouver traffic, Empress 1, I think is currently 6 miles zone F going to 220 knots.
Alright, so we're heading into Kepchi. Slowly descending, holding that 220. See Vancouver through the clouds. Airport's over that way. There's an airport down here, Boundary Bay Airport. There's Vancouver International over there, behind the pillar. Yeah, this is what it's looked like all the times I've flown into Vancouver. It's a little cloud and you're in and out as you head in towards the airport. Alright, there's the turn. As soon as we come out of the turn, we're going to slow to 210. No moisture yet, like not seeing rain or anything on the canopy at all. We're in a turn, we can lose speed in the turn, that helps, so we'll go to 210 now. It'll help us bleed off a little bit of speed a little bit faster. A little bit of rocking in the air. Picking up the localizer. Slowing to 190. 10. Flaps 10's good at 210. We're below. About to make that turn around to 7. Or saved, however you want to pronounce it. And that'll line us up for the ILS. Bring our 185. Alright. That menu, FMC. We're going to be landing flaps 40. That in there, speed of 127 is our reference. So 132 is going to be our approach speed. Still descending. Not seeing any water yet. No rain. Just heavy cloud. Localizer's armed. 4,200 feet. Speed to 180. Can't drop any more flaps without the horns going off for the brakes. There's the glide slope, so we're going to arm the approach mode. Localizer's armed, glide slope's armed. Airport's off in the clouds that way. 1,000 to go. Should break out under the clouds. There's the city. The mountains over there. Localizer's coming in. Localizer is captured. There's Kevin. So descending down to 3,000 feet. We're at 13 miles out. Vancouver area traffic, Skyways 3099 on the localizer, runway 26 left, 13 miles, Vancouver. And there's the airport ahead of us. See across the river, we got the two sets of runway lights. We're on the southern runway. The left one, runway 26. Hold our speed at 180. Glide slope's coming in. Looks like we're passing under the clouds. Alright, we're through 10 miles, coming back to 165. Gear down. Glide slope capture. Flaps 15.
The ILS on to the right. No back to your service.
It's 8 miles. Slowly bringing that speed down. Alright, lights are on, cabin is notified. Condition is continuous, anti-ice. Anti-ice can come off. Gear down 3 green. No cautions, we're just waiting on the final flaps. Five miles will go to our approach speed of 132. It's 5 miles, slowing to approach speed of 132. Speed below 160, flaps 30. And there's 1,000 feet above, flaps full.
1,000.
3,000 foot go around altitude is set. A little bit of a turbulence bobble there. Vancouver area traffic Skyways 3099, short final 2 miles, ILS 26 left. feet, I have control.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing. Auto throttles off.
100.
Welcome to Vancouver. There's 70 knots. Manual braking. There we go. Vancouver area traffic Skyways 3099 clear, runway 26 left. Let me bring up my airport charts. Vancouver traffic, Skyways 3099, Delta 1 off 26 left, taxiing to the apron via Delta 1 Echo and onto the ramp. So we're going to go for gate 18. Air North can handle us. Alright, so flaps up, speed brakes retracted. Landing lights are off, that's on. Taxi lights on. Strobe off. There's Kevin's lights, I can see him there now. Looks like he's going over on 26 right. So we're going to taxi up here, we'll hang left on Echo, and that will take us up onto the apron. We're going to our usual gates. Aurora parks on these gates here on the south side of the main terminal. So that's where we're headed. And we're going to gate 18 today. Thank you. Appreciate that. Not sure what it was you typed, but I am assuming that's a congratulating bread and coffee for me. Thank you very much. So this is FS Dream Team's Vancouver. Disarm the auto brakes as well. Oh, very nice looking airport. Been here a number of times. It's looks pretty good. It's actually a nice airport if you ever get inside it too. Some great restaurants in there, and the decor. It's pretty cool. A lot of nice West Coast native artwork and stuff. Looks really fantastic. So as mentioned, we're heading for 18. There's 7. These are, you get like Q400s or Twin Otters or other sort of aircraft such as that parked in these gates. There's 14. 15. See the crew over there. 16, 17, and 18 coming up. So we'll turn off the taxi light and we'll go into taxi in view as we focus in on them bringing us in. We're using the Safe Dock system. Follow the lights. Wants us to go a little bit to the right. Knows we're 737 coming in. There's the countdown. There we are. Welcome to Vancouver. Parking brakes on. And we are set. So let's go down here. We're going to go into our menu. We'll get the chocks put in place. We'll get the ground power requested. As soon as we get the ground power on, we can shut the engines down. There we go. So we'll switch over to ground power. That is confirmed. Alright, so fuel control levers, engine 1 and engine 2 are off. Logo light can come off, anti-collision light will go off. We'll leave the nav lights on ground mode. Ground equipment is in place. We are hooked up to the system, or the GPU. Isolation valve will go to open, engine bleeds off, packs will go off, recirc fan off, and it'll come down here. Flight directors will go off, and that is the aircraft shut down.
The boarding requested.
Vancouver traffic in first 1, Vancouver taxiing
All right.
to the south side of the terminal, taxiing via Victor, Hotel and Golf.
So here comes everything to get us unloaded. Jetways coming in, baggage carts are coming in, and all that good stuff. Thanks for flying with us. We'll be back on Sunday. DHL in the Airbus A310.
And just for CYVR 1399, if you're off, wish
Passengers, the boarding starting.
This time we're flying from New Delhi down to Jakarta. It's going to be a long flight. Kevin, sorry I missed what you said there. But that's going to do it for today. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you like what I do, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, all that good stuff. It does help. If you want to fly with us, all my live streams are community flights. Some of them are VAT sims, such as today. Some of them are multiplayer, such as Sunday. And you're more than welcome. Come over to the Discord. Links are in the description. Information for all the flights is posted there, along with help if you need help with the sim or specific aircraft, or if you have any questions. Throwing it up in the chat last minute if you want the link for the Discord. There it is. But that's going to do it for today. Again, thank you all very much for flying along with us. We will see you on Sunday. Take care. Bye for now.